So first of all, I want to congratulate you for having completed 2025 in peace. And I want to take the opportunity to wish you a happy and prosperous 2026. A year that we should be deemed a productive year, a year of peace, a year of progress. Secondly, I want to thank you for embracing peace. Brigadier Koro, thank you for embracing peace. Because this was one alternative. You would have decided to remain in the bush fighting. But because you embraced peace, that's why you decided to come out so that people can have peace. Even yourselves having peace. Because I don't think when you were in the bush, you were having peace. I don't think. Because we were running after you. Because I was here, operating in areas of Mutuini, areas of Kitugu. So I was running after you. I know you are not having peace. So thank you so much for coming out. During that time, we may not go back to history, but it is very clear that people lost their property, people lost their dear ones, and the region was taken back for many, many decades. When you look at the 20 years of peace, the region has really developed. We used to pass from Anaka areas, from Anaka, Prongo. You couldn't see any house, but you see very many trading centers that have come up. So really the war is not something that people should get proud of. So sadly, that despite of these challenges that we had in the war, the government of Uganda, headed by President Museveni, thought it wise to give amnesty to the people who are participating in war. And amnesty was given, and during that amnesty, a number of issues were agreed on, and some expectations on how you need to conduct yourselves within the community where you are integrated back. But all this was for the purpose of peace. The peace that we are looking at was as a result of that amnesty. So we expect you to conduct yourselves in that manner. So amnesty was given, you are forgiven of the atrocities that happened, but after that amnesty, anything that you do it on your own. You are definitely held liable. You cannot say, I was given amnesty, so I'm at liberty to say or to do anything that I want. No, you are liable to, the few people who made the audio, the video clip. Because it has led to our meeting today. We all understand that there are challenges within our communities. Leave alone those who have undergone through war here in Ethiopia. Even the people in Western, they also have similar challenges that you have. So what is important is that whenever you have any problem, there are channels that you need to go through to resolve those challenges. Brigadier Koro talked about how unfortunate it is for anybody to sound drums of war.
Brigadier Sam Kolo Lolo Nikiranen Letkere Nermoiken me a Chagolo me do bun.
All of us have suffered because of that war, and really we are not ready to go back to war.
Why one way modern chan the pero any and people bed to alter one me dog pero.
Sometimes security issues should not be taken as political issues. They are completely different.
Why chamo kene lokumbe beru pikite lokmelo lobo.
So when you are making statements, always be careful of the statement that you make.
Why kai bi logo lok moge ken ni repeat my guake ki lok mo my logo.
So those who made statements, irresponsible statements,
Why jomu kene mu logo lok mogo ego ma bal karini.
an investigation has already been launched.
Wati kweda dong tika meta nyim.
Because what they said they still have guns.
Why twen go wajo ne gen gitiki mudugu so kweda tie meni anka mudugu.
So we want those guns from you.
No mudugu ego ni mero ke borri kamati ye.
And once we arrest you, don't start saying you are given amnesty. No.
Wati kage mage pichak wai ki mi amnesty mak dong.
Because it has been made public
Well loke waja ti di chiamat.
that you still have the guns,
Why tiki mudugu.
that you can go back and fight.
Why pichero chakalo nye kumgamente.
So before you go back to make people suffer,
Mafut pichero ka weko dano dano chan.
we must deal with you.
Mer ki tiye kumi mafuri.
There is nobody here who is at liberty to wake up and start threatening government.
Why ngaro moge kan pe ki tuero me chako furgamente.
How will you start
Ichako ki kwene.
that you still have guns in the bush,
Ni tiki mudugu
that
furi
you are
lo.
going to speak and fight
Tika kwanya ni chira kwanya melwen.
with the suffering of the people they have undergone through, and you think we are going to leave you at liberty? No way.
Why ki chan madaro kare ego ni chitamu ni.
So those who made those statements, first of all, remember, it is treasonable.
Why won mo
That
ka
case-
ki loko ngeni loko prison.
That case is treason.
Bal mala lenge mo pikute.
So we are going to deal with you decisively.
Ki biti kumi kum tichi kome tika.
So those who did it, please, you need to bring yourselves,
Why wonu tiwi ya kel kumwo ko fut piki maka.
police and voters,
Gankal matit pa police.
because everyone has it attracted everyone's attention. I've been getting several phone calls saying you are going back to home. Be careful.
Lok
Go back.
ene dano weng kelu koi komge ene no chim ka weng ka wajane budok loy.
So not only the treasonable case, but it also puts you in danger.
Why pilok ma prison ken keru in be ken kumi pero.
They know you created some of the challenges to the communities.
When dano mo tie ma ko kar pero ma ko pa ma ngeni in ene kele komge chalo dano ma gitiga.
People lost their relatives,
Dano ruenyu werigi
and you wake and they know maybe you could be part of them.
an ngeni in be kir jo ma ko timaraje.
And you wake up and say, we are going back.
Ane out de ko chon ti wai tiga dok chen.
Do you think you are going to sit comfortably in that community?
Ti ngeni be kin gang ino be ru
I
ki
lost my relative, then you tell me that you are going back to the bush.
ti wajo ni inde bi dok ilum.
So to avoid you, I would rather come to your hut at night and catch you.
Were endom ti ro bir di wo ti ruen kiri.
So
don't pero ba inte muchon.
don't get excited and make irresponsible statements
Why pe ki yom twin ti kat ki lep me charo
that put the community at pressure,
makelo
but also put your life in danger.
peruni amin kelo kuoni kamading.
People are tired of war.
Dano do ollo ilok melwen.
People need to move forward.
Why dano mer wora nyim.
So talk about any other thing, but threatening for war, we don't take it right.
Why rom lo mo ke ken ento no ni do e bicher ka lwen lo ke ka mente peter tu.
So we want all those
Ki chwalo chik matek potu.
who are threatening for war
Jo matie ka por ka mente ni ki bilwenyo.
that you may not like it.
Ni pipi marba ginne kamu be aki.
So
Bimeno
this should be the time. But before I conclude, we are appealing to those our brothers who are still in the bush. to come back.
Wachi mafuri pi giro. Mero bene lego jo mafuri giti lum. Central African Republic, giti South Sudan. Ni guduk chen pajo.
Let them come back and enjoy their country.
Gudugi kubene kubet ki kuch kit man wori gi tikere gankany.
Instead of being in the bushes suffering, their children not going to school, their children not getting treatment, let them come back.
Ni man were kit beru ma beri lumen ka denu chan ki jimi mugo lutino upe ka chere gang kwan ki ngongo guduk chen gang wek bene.
So those who have contacts, please you tell them that please come back. There's nothing that is going to.
Why won mutie ki kupe ki joma kumeno loket gi wek guduk gang.
So as I conclude,
Wek me girone
we want to say we all want to embrace peace.
wachi one wing wa mero kuchene.
And we should use this peace that we have to engage in productive activities.
Wachi watiyo ki kuchene kati tiyo tich makelo lonye chingwa.
Instead of engaging in those video clips, why don't you go to your garden
Wachero
and have cassava?
chel ki ngope ngopechere porni kata ki yo me foru wana ki jemi mo papa.
So let's use this time to engage in productive activities for
Kero
our,
chwinywa atiyo tich matek malojo gowa.
but also let's be peaceful people.
Bere waberu ki dano mamaro kuch.
Because it's only peace that we can see development.
Wai kuche kenan we waner donu.
We have visited many villages. There is one challenge that appeals to you:
Wachi ene limu charo weng eno tipeka chel ma ene legu
alcoholism.
loko marko.
And alcohol is one of the issues that has led to underdevelopment of our communities.
Wai loko marko eno kelo dolo mape kingamo.
But also, it adds crime.
Wai ena be medo kit lok me balo be beru.
When you look at the cases, the domestic violence in families,
Wai ka nero charo kuku mati kin pachi.
it is as a result of alcohol.
Kati balope ki marko mati matek.
So let's avoid alcohol. It doesn't add anything to
Wai
us.
lego walega ni wa nero ni wa jogo
Also,
wonu lok me marko.
I also appeal to you that embrace government programs.
Wachi wa legu ba lega ni wa jolo wono yu pagamente mapapat.
There is a program of promoting coffee here.
Wachi yu pagamente tie me fonyo dano ki neno ni ki mete ki liyo me pirokawa mwani.
One of the issues that is causing all this you see is poverty.
Walo mate kiro loke weng lok machan.
And I think there is a lady who talked about it.
Wachi la mega chel mo loko lokany.
And all this fight is all about what to eat.
Wai tele ko weng de loko cham.
We are fighting
Yeah.
so that we take leadership because we think that in leadership there are advantages of eating.
Wai tele ko weng tawo wa mero wa ko pere tela twen tel ke di tela ti cham no tie.
So to avoid such things, let's embrace government programs. Let's engage in coffee production where you are likely to get a lot of money.
Wachi wajolo wono yu pagamente weng wachiru wono ka furu mwanyi were dire majo konywa wa bet ki chen.
They talked about a very good idea of skilling.
Wa lo mabe lo komi ngech.
There is a presidential skilling hub just nearby here.
Wa watiki presidential skilling hub machok merakanyo ding.
So like all those returnees who are still energetic would take you up. I was talking to the minister.
Wori umogo mafugi tie ki kufu. Romo ter ikonu ibera lo.
That for the next intake, why don't we consider the returnees, those who are still energetic, we take them for
Wachi
skilling.
bera tamane ni intake manyen matika biro ni pengo.
Because
Ilok
when,
state house wa kenene ki ter won mafuruti ki kero.
because when you have a skill, you cannot be redundant.
Wachi ka itiki ngech pero mo pero mera ta kumeno.
So I agreed with the minister, we are going to push so that the next intake,
Wachi ki ye gini minister ni gibi chor pinlo ki intake manyen ni ujol won.
we consider the returnees so that they get some skills.
Were won bena pete kara meno ngech.
They talked about those who are still sick.
Waki lo kumjo mafutie makum gilet.
There are two things.
Wati jemario.
Government has established health facilities everywhere.
Government ukero yuburiya tukabere mabo pato weng.
And I don't think they segregate who should go to that hospital. Everyone is free.
Government jo dano ni endi puchet kanyo in puchet kanyo. Albere kuno weng jemene timeno.
But we also have a very good hospital in the barracks.
Why gen begitiki oriyat?
You are all welcome. You are all welcome. You are all welcome. You come and we treat you. We have good surgeons who can work on you. And where we fail, we can refer you for further management. So don't suffer in your villages that you have a bullet in the head. That bullet is supposed to be in the barracks. You bring it back. We shall remove it and put it right in. So this period, let's love each other. Let's work together. We avoid these rumors. These people have eaten, these people have eaten. You fight for what you don't even know. I give you one story. My neighbor in the village was planning with the wife. So they wanted to grow millet. So they said, this season we are going to grow millet. When we harvest, we get money and we buy a cow. When a cow produces, we make sure we save all the milk. Then the wife said, no way, I will drink the milk. Then the husband said, I will not give it to you. That was the start of the war. They started fighting. For milk when they had not even planted millet. So don't fight for something that you are not sure of. Were they sure that that millet was going to grow up and it is harvested? No, they are not sure. So don't fight. Don't fight for something that you are not sure of. What is important is what you put in your pocket. Make sure that you become productive and you save some money for your family. We have listened to most of your concerns. The one for soliciting money, I think since it has already been presented to us, it will be investigated because we need transparency. If anybody has taken your money, then police, we have been discussing with other people. It's going to be investigated. Saying others are benefiting, others are not benefiting, please. This is what we need to think about. Think about of viewers. If you have your garden, you cannot be running after what the minister has eaten. No. Have viewers. And I want to thank Brigadier Koro. I visited his place. He had a very big garden. And that's why we don't see Koro coming around asking for so and so was given mobilization money. Mobilization money is how much? You are given 10,000 to mobilize. Really, it's 10,000. What does it take you? So, Brigadier Koro, you need to take these people, since you were their commander. You take them to your home. You show them the way to go. There is a saying, I don't know how to interpret it in English, that what belongs to you is better than what belongs to your uncle.
Wachi ti lok money tie.
You cannot start claiming what belongs to your uncle,
Gen ma ti mamegi.
thinking it belongs to you.
Vela mamegi ato pin money ma tie panero.
It's for your uncle,
Weka je panero megi ko.
so you should also have yours.
Bien me bet ki mamegi. Ka fonyo wo lokum ni na ki loka wa. So then
We talked about the registration of circles. That's a very good idea.
well lokum chone me sako en lok ma pere
As long as you are organized and you form a circle.
Eguni ka okore mabe.
Government has supported many groups, so it can also help you.
Eguni bene ubikonyu.
But the issue of putting money in an individual pocket, you need to think twice. The only thing, government can put money in circles. So I
Well,
get
gamete
organized.
pikero chile, je pangara chile group.
I know the minister is going to talk about it. That is not mine. But
My minister biloko lokeni,
But
ini
I've
mega
been
ba
watching.
en iberga neno ne kere gamete tiyo kere.
it becomes very easy for government to support you through the groups.
Wa gamete beru yot, gamete minu kon.
Not,
Ki group ma mego ento pingara chile je bane.
not through individuals.
Pingara chile.
Avoid fights.
O nene lok me lwen wa di.
Why are you fighting each other?
Po lwen ni ko ngar chile.
You have been here, you have fought for 20 years.
Wa
on
beru
leadership.
kan. Lwen ni pe makapi areo.
What have you got?
Ngomai no.
There's nothing you have got.
Gimomai no pe.
So one important point that they raised was that there was an error.
Wai lok ma kel matek kana ni.
When you returned,
Pero beru tie. Goro.
security handed you over NGOs.
Why security me watching NGO.
So it did not work on the mindset to bring you back to the community.
Adamu software.
So you remained in the
Why
bush.
that go with me adamu lum iti.
Your mind remained in the bush.
Kumwana te kanya do wiuti lum.
So we should have retained you so that we go through those activities
Why no me rongi gwakwo wa tamon mati di wiuno yake nyek ko from.
which work on the mindset.
Oti adamu.
So that one we are going to work on it.
Why any kibiti.
We are going to plan for ideological training
Binaro no me fonyo no.
for those who are still energetic,
Yo ma care futie.
so that we teach you on being developmental.
That fonyo ket ma mere bet kere.
Not telling you any other thing, but development.
Lokum dono.
So they talked about some commanders being integrated. Yes,
Lok ni
those who were energetic and ready were integrated.